you'll see I've recorded cue 201. I pressed enter, and now you will see on the board there's added this little 201. It's going to come up and down at 5 seconds. Now that's what's standard for the board. We can change that. If we want to change the time it takes to fade up, we come over to our little keyboard. Okay, the same rack with cue, we go all the way down to the bottom, we press time, and we're going to do a 7-second fade. And so we have cue 201 times 7. We press enter on that, and our little diamond comes up. And now we're going to press the back button, which is going to take us back to 200. I'm going to press the go button, which is right below that, and you're going to see what happens because we have recorded this cue, which comes up nice and slowly, and I'll tell you when it's complete. Now, so that changed the fade very slow. Now, say we were like, we thought we wanted it nice and slow and dramatic, but now we really want it immediate. You're going to press time 0, enter. So we change the time to 0. You can see that's reflected on the board. I'm going to press our back button, and here's what it's going to be at 0 seconds. It's like someone hit the light switch. So it's very, very easy to work with the keys as long as you know what you're doing. Now I'm going to show you how to do that on the faders as well. Now we had 1 through 6 up at 75%, so I'm going to move my faders up there. Okay, and I'm going to try and get them all perfect. Now you can see on the board, even though I've tried to get them all at 75, didn't quite succeed. I've got 1 is at 71, 2 is at 74, 3 is at 77, 4 is at 76, 5 is at 80, and 6 is at 78. And look, they're really all pretty close. So you can see where using the keyboard to really be accurate helps, because otherwise you play this game, which is a little annoying. So now I'm a little closer. I'm within 70 to 78. It's not great, but it's better. All right, so I do that because I don't want to spend 8,000 years fussing with the faders. And then I have to bring up 18 and 19. Boom, 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 and those were at 50. And right now I have them at 56 and 58. Okay, we'll say close enough because I'm an intro student and I'm kind of lazy. From there, now that even though we've worked with the faders, we still have to record. So you don't exactly get out of using all the keyboard. Okay, so again, we press record, cue. This time, because we have a 201, we're going to press 202, 202, and enter. Okay, and again, if we wanted to change the time, we come over, we press time, we'll go 3, enter. So right now we're going to go back. This is 200, Q201, which we built on the keyboard, and Q202, which is going to be a fade, although it's almost exactly the same look, so it's going to be a little silly to fade it. So what I'm going to do, because I do want to see a change in those cues, is we're going to do a little quick trick called the copy. So say we want to have Q202 be what I'm going to call a blue out. Instead of a blackout, we put all the blue light on. And so it gives us a little mood shift, but we can tell the scene is over. But we want to move 202 to 203. Okay, there's no real move to button, but what we can do is this copy to, if you see it up at the top center of your screen. Okay, copy to. I'm going to zoom out so you get an idea of where that is on the board. Great. So what you're going to do is, right now we're live in Q202. So we don't have to press Q202 copy 2 to start. Since we're already in 202, all we have to do is press copy 2. And you can see Q202 is right there. Now, we want to move that to another cue. So we have to press our Q button, Q, and we're going to put it in 203, 203, enter. And there we go. Now we've created 203. It's 3 seconds long. So it really does copy the whole cue down. All right, I'm going to press my back button, and that's going to take me to 201. All right, and 202 takes me to the same cue. Now we wanted to change that to a blue out. So what we're gonna do is, I've gotta take all my faders down because we don't wanna be working with the faders up when we're recording, because things that you leave up on the board will get recorded into your cue, and that's not fun. So we wanna put up all our blue light, and I'm gonna do that with the par, so that's 7 through 9. 7 through 9 at full, enter. And that brings up my blues. Great, now I wanna record it. Because it's already an existing cue, I want to update. So if I go to that cue rack here and I press update, cue 202, so all I have to do is update 202. It goes there. I'm going to press enter, and 202 is now re-recorded. So let's look at our little light show here. All right, so here's our blackout. Here's our immediate up on 201. This is going to be a 3-second fade to blues. And there it goes, and here's going to be our 3-second fade back to our cue that we made with our faders. All right, now the last thing we want to record today is a blackout, because with our shows that you're doing, you should always have a blackout to start and a blackout to end. So we're very simply going to record this blackout by doing a little trick I called it as 1 through 22 out, and that just tells the board to take every channel out, and that's a very easy way, sorry, got a little sunlight there, to take all of the lights out. Okay, and then we press the magic buttons, record, cue, and we are in 204 is our next cue up, and enter. And there we go, it's going to be a 5-second fade, see right there, into 204. So that completes our little light show. So just to review our recording, to set any channels so that we're building our cue, you can either use the faders or you can press the number key of the channel, press at whatever percentage you want. 50% would be half, full is all the way up, out is 0, and you press enter. So reviewing that on the board again, we've got 1 and 2 at full, enter. Okay, or go out, or you can do 1 and 2 at full. So it's easy when you have the full ones to use the faders. Okay, and I'll take those out.